Eh? Are you guys already here? Hi. Give me a sec. Hi. How is everyone? My name is Vermillion. But you, my beautiful, beautiful chats, can just call me Kaicha. How is everyone? How is everyone? Hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm just finishing up some paperwork, but I'll be right there. Give me 2 seconds. Don't mind the old typing. I'm just doing a little paperwork. Went in with the 10 gifts already. Didn't even do anything yet. At least let me show my stuff a little, huh? At least let me show my stuff before you give me your love and attention like that. And as you can see, my voice is a little gone. May or may not be because I was laughing my butt off yesterday. I was just having way too much fun, so my voice is kind of gone. But I think that's fine. In fact, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that might make me extra sexy. If not, then, never mind then. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Okay, and I think that's it. Alright, now I could focus on my stream, yay! Alright, I'm back. Can you guys see already? Have you guys noticed, by the way, how we actually have an increased number of Villions in my room? There's an increased number of Villions in my room. Have you noticed that? Hive donated. I gave you cake and ice cream yesterday on my birthday. Well, thank you very much. I nyam-nyammed it. Thank you. Nyam-nyam-nyam. Yes, so we have 2 additions to our Villion family. One down there is the Villion with glasses. And also, we also have another Villion with glasses on the left side. So we have 2 new studious Villions who have came to us after our wondrous study stream. Jazz with the Ojama Pajama Party. Dopey was an absolute pleasure to collab with, honestly. He's such a fun guy. Such a fun guy. But yeah, more and more Villions to be around with. I also brought my mic, you know, to make sure we get our beautiful, beautiful radio stream on the go. I also have a little hot cocoa. Got a little mug for none other than you guys. Well, it's actually for me, but you know, I have the little Villions drawn down there. And of course, all of these were made by our beautiful, beautiful artists. All of the credits are down in the descriptions below. Please check out their Twitter if you can. They are an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for all these beautiful, beautiful assets. You want the mug? Well, you can't have it. And you can't have my jacket either. Because first of all, my jacket is my jacket. And secondly, this hot cocoa is my hot cocoa. Alright, so today's radio stream is about the none other than relationship problems. Now, I did premise this before, but let me just explain it again. Even though I say relationships, this doesn't necessarily mean love relationships, i.e., you know, couple relationships. I guess the better term is sexual. Not only sexual relationships, but also, you know, family vibes, friend vibes, even student-teacher vibes. And can I just say, I was looking through every single one of them, and I think this was probably the hardest among all my radio streams I've done so far. Probably the hardest for me to actually choose, like, which one to go for, because everyone's everyone's like submissions were so like from the heart. They were like they were very genuine vibes, and I felt so bad that I wasn't choosing a few. So if I haven't chosen yours, just so you know, I really enjoyed every single one of them. Well, maybe not enjoyed, it's more like, you know, I really took them to hearts, and I'm so sorry that I didn't choose yours, but I already have quite a few. So I hope that we can get through all of them. But seriously, it was really cool. Like, I almost wonder if I should do another radio stream just among this pile, because there were so many submissions, and I just really want, because there's so many good submissions too. It really let me know you guys better, know your concerns better, and just how human you guys are in a sense. Really, it really made me feel like, you know, it really made me understand, yes, oh right, you know, chat is not just chat. Chat is also people, beautiful people who also has their concerns. And it's frankly so nice to be able to see your concerns. And I'll do my absolute best, even though I'll probably be very scuffed, I'll do my absolute best to see if I can answer those concerns in a very satisfying manner. Before we start though, we have Yui-sama sending a super, says, today is my birthday, can you say happy birthday to me? Well, happy birthday, Yui-sama. Happy birthday. Alright, now before I begin my radio stream officially, there is something I need to address. There is absolutely something I need to address. So I was reading from my marshmallows, and it's just gonna be a little serious, but I'll just, I have to address this. I was reading through my marshmallows, I saw a few of them, and several of the marshmallows were talking about a topic that some people were concerned about. And I just want to say that I hear your concerns. I hear it. And I have reflected on it. I just want to say I am still relatively new to this community, and often I am very much ignorant to some things. So I definitely hear your concerns. And I promise I'll do better in moving forward. And I hope you all will continue to watch my growth, both as a streamer and a public figure. Thank you for listening. Yeah. You know, just in general, like, I do things that I probably shouldn't do, and I will make sure to correct that. Moving forward, I'll make sure to correct that. Okay, and as for our radio stream, let's get right to it, shall we? We have some solid submissions, and let me see. That I don't know if that was actually I turned on a BGM that I don't know I didn't actually get approval from management, so okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's radio stream. Today's topic: your questions on love, on relationships in general, and the doctor is in. Let me put on my little monocle. Sweet Tori sends, oh wait, Sweet Tori, you took out the 16. Sweet Tori sends, here with my notepad, ready to take notes from my love doctor. Yes indeed. My monocle is on. I am ready to read. I am ready to read. Bam! Got all, or at least some of your marshmallows right here. The first one I want to begin with was a marshmallow that I actually had a few questions about. A few people asked me about this, so I definitely want to address this first. Because I think this is important not just for you all, but also for me and this community. So, first question, first marshmallow. Hello Kaicho. It has been a fun month ever since you have debuted, and I hope you have been having fun too. I was hoping to ask on what your thoughts are on parasocial relationships, especially between liver and viewer, mostly since I think it's a big topic, especially in these communities, because we do spend almost every day with the livers we watch and building a connection with them. That can mean more than just strangers. Are there any boundaries for you that we should know so we can be better Villions? Well, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much for this submission. And honestly, it's somewhat in, it's definitely somewhat in topic, and I think it's a very important thing to go over. So this is what I would say on parasocial relationships. And also this is kind of serious. Maybe I'll lower the volume a bit. It's kind of serious. I definitely do want you guys to listen to this. I certainly, definitely cannot control how you will view me. And if you view me lovingly, I'll be honest and say I very much appreciate it. I really do. I honestly really do. However, please do know that there are boundaries that shouldn't be crossed, especially if it harms me, other members of this community, and perhaps most importantly, you too. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, just keep that in mind, and thank you. Hopefully that sums it up. I won't get into too much detail, but I think that sums it up. And hopefully that makes sense. Of course I appreciate it, but just make sure it's safe. Make sure everyone is safe. All right. Next marshmallow. And thank you so much for the marshmallow. I got a couple of marshmallows that address that, so I think it's very important to address. Thank you very much. Next marshmallow. I noticed one guy. Oh, spicy already. Already spicy. I noticed one guy. And let me know if the BGM is too low, by the way, or too high, for that matter. I noticed one guy. He just broke up with his girlfriend in November. Ooh, no. Me and him are not even close. But he keeps expressing his sadness to me. It does make me a little uncomfortable, but I still help him. It's all fine. In parentheses, it's not. It's all fine. In parentheses, it's not. Until one day, in December, he asks me to be his girlfriend. Okay. Yeah. I don't like him. Plus, he can't move on from his ex. He is just us. He is just using me as a replacement. I turned him down, but he still disturbs me and acts like I'm his girlfriend. Do you have ways for me to get away from this? Alright. Thank you for the submission. Thank you so much, Anon. So first of all, I want to say that you not liking this person is completely understandable. And there are maybe 2 or 3 solutions I can think of at the top of my head. The first one, and you're not gonna like this, the first one is just giving in and becoming his girlfriend. Now, okay, hear me out. Only if you do somewhat like this person. I don't recommend it. I definitely do not recommend this. It's just an option. Now, here's my second option. And personally, I think this is a lot better. Realize, and I think you already realized this. This is definitely, well, I'm gonna give it a solid 85% chance that this is just a rebound vibe. This guy's lonely. He lost his girlfriend. He's really lonely. He wants to fill it up with someone. I have seen so many people go through something so similar. My a good friend from my college, in fact, was a victim. Well, a victim is kind of a weird word, but sure, you know what, a victim of this. A girl, it was like what, 3-4 years older, I believe, broke up with her boyfriend, and then she, well, I think was in the same class as my friend, and then they just kind of hit up, and then she suddenly asked him out. Now he never actually had a girlfriend before this, so he was also sort of desperate in a sense. So he said yes. He said yes, and honestly, when I heard this, I was like, I mean, as long as you guys are happy, but it didn't last a month, and both parties was she said sorry because she realized that she actually did not like my friends, and then she broke up with him, and I was like, what the So second option is definitely do not accept this guy's advances. In fact, I think so. So Anon asked, do you have ways for me to get away from this? I think you should make it as clear as possible that you don't like him. Try to make it as clear as possible. If you guys are friends, then, you know, maybe try to be subtle about it. But like, you know, like say like he asks you, for instance, like, hey, do you want to get food? Or like, you know, like, oh, I'm not feeling well, can you help me with this? Maybe be like, I'm busy. Try to reject him a few times. Maybe not, you know, like subtly. More of these rejections will kind of give him the idea that maybe you're not the one, and he'll move on, hopefully. And worst case, if he does kind of come on to you again and be like, please date me, just hold on to yourself. Get the courage, because trust me, it's better for both parties if you are more direct to say, no, I do not like you. Please don't ask me again. That's my solution. I honestly, like, the first option is only if you think it will work, but honestly, like, accepting his advances is probably not going to be good for both parties, so good luck. Gamba. Next marshmallow. Ver. How do I stay in contact with someone who I don't see often and aren't in any group chats with? How do I keep in touch with and start/have conversations with them apart from just having small talk? What do you usually do with friends like that? Thanks. I like this question too, because I feel like this is I mean, come on, in chat. Who in chat, raise your hands in chat if you ever had a situation where you had a friend, but you know, you lost contact with them over the years, and now you're just thinking, how do I reconnect with them? I think this is a very, very common problem. And yeah. Oh, that's some good hot cocoa. Yeah, exactly. I think this is a very good, very common question. And let me give you my personal take on this. So for me, my best friends, or at least closer friends, yeah, best friends, why not, was from high school actually. And obviously after high school, there comes college, and I grew apart from them. In fact, I was very, very far away from them. So much so that I'm not able to like meet up with them anymore. So for me, I tried my best to contact with them. We had a group chat at some point, and then that group chat kind of died out. Now one of those friends, I kind of DM'd a few times, but then in the past 2-3 years even, we just haven't talked. It's not like we hate each other. And here's the thing, Anon. I think this is important to know, and all of you Villions, this is important to know. If you were friends with this person, or at the very least, if you were on good terms with this person, more likely than not, this person does not hate you. This person probably still has positive feelings for you, because the way humans work, unless something like really bad happens, like unless someone really like does something really bad to you, like you'll just think of that person as person. Like, come on, think about it right now. Like, think about like someone in elementary school, right? Think about someone in primary school. It's like, yeah, that girl was a very, very nice person, or like that guy was a very cool person, and you haven't talked to them for years, but you still think, yeah, that person was really good at soccer and is a pretty cool person. That's just how it is. So my advice to you, Anon, is reach out. That's all you have to do. Just reach out. and you said you wanted to advance from small talk to longer conversations, try to make it more about your day, or like, you know, things that are happening in life. For me, with my friends that I haven't talked to in a while, I think it was him or me, it was one of us two. We just hit each other up, and then we just talked about daily life. We don't talk constantly every day, but you know, like every like once, maybe even 2 weeks, we just have like long discussions to like maybe go for like 20-30 minutes, just about, you know, like how life is, you know, what you're doing, you know, what are some hobbies, what are some games you play, and then we just have a nice talk. We just have a nice discussion. And for me, that's enough, at the very least. For me, even though I don't get to talk to this person every day, I feel like this person is still connected with me. I feel like this person is still a good friend with me. And I think that really matters. So really, Anon, what you gotta do is reach out. Reach out and be like, take my hand. Won't you take? Oh, poor sinner's hand. And be like, they'll be like, yeah, I wanna be a frog. And then it'll be a good time, okay? It'll be a good time. So give it a go. Give it a go. Give it a go. Oh, ready. Good luck, good luck. Yeah, I think that's really just it. Just confidence. Just give it a go. I think that's honestly the answer to most relationship problems. Give it a go. What's the worst that can happen, honestly? Someone in chat was like, send them clips of your Oshi. Well, next marshmallow. Hello, Dr. Ver. I like how you address me, Anon. I like that, I like that. I have a very big problem. Currently, I'm not planning to date. I remember this one. And be in a committed relationship since I'm waiting to be age 25 because that's when you have the adult brain. So I can choose my significant other wisely. However, I end up having some kind of infatuation with a guy. Even though I know that even if my feelings get returns, we wouldn't even be together anyways. Oh, this is your... Oh, I see. Hello, I see you. Well, princess. I think one factor that contributes to me being infatuated a bit easily is that most of my friends in my friend group are big S to the I to the M to the P to the S. Yeah, that's right. They're Sims too. I'm sure that 75% of our conversations would have to do with our crushes. It's pretty much a daily thing for us to talk about our love life fantasies. So whenever I do have a crush, of course, my friends are there to support me. But to be frank, I think that makes me more obsessed with my crush. When I talk about them to my friends. What should I do about this? Yours truly, Pael. Well, alright, princess. Do you want me to be brutal or do you want me to be nice? Okay, no. I'll be as sincere as possible. Right. I want to start off with saying this. I want to start off with saying both. Okay. I want to start off with saying this. Listen. I get where you're coming from. I do understand where you're coming from. In fact, I do kind of agree that unless you're in a relationship, especially if you're a girl, I would say, unless you're in a relationship later on in your life, like say 25 onwards, whoever you date right now, you probably will marry them. Probably. I'm not saying you absolutely won't, but you know, statistically, you probably won't marry them. And I completely understand where you're coming from when you say that, you know, at 25, that's when my mental age is most adult-like, and that's when I, you know, will have a good time and, you know, probably, you know, go from couple to marriage and stuff. Now, I do want to say this. Jazz with Sim scrolls on my pants. Thanks for super. I do want to say this though. And correct me if I'm wrong, but if by this marshmallow you mean that you never dated before, then I would suggest you at least try. At least try. And you might be thinking, well, but why would I try to do something when I know it's not gonna last? Well, first of all, you don't know 100% sure that's not gonna last. But most importantly, like, how should I say this? I don't think anyone could truly live or survive properly in a committed relationship without having been in a relationship. And I know that kind of sounds mean. It's like, well, then does this mean that previous relationships are like just experience points? Like, what about the people you're dating? Like, what about them? And yes, that's true. That is true. It is kind of violent. But however, having been said, it really is essential. It's just so important. It's just really so important. I don't think, I'm just gonna say it right now, I had an ex. Don't clip that, but I had an ex. And I can tell you 100%, Vermillion tells you 100%, that without having an ex, there is no way I would be able to love a person. Or honestly feel like, I'm not in one, but if I were to be in one, I'm pretty sure that without the experiences, not only the happinesses, the good times, but more importantly, the bad times. Because I understood so much more about me in a relationship than it would have by being alone. So much. I realized my faults, my problems, but also my good points and my beliefs. And because I grew from that experience, I feel like I'm much more ready to be a much better man. And in your case, a much better woman for your partner. And at the same time, you'll feel a lot more certain about what you want. And I think that's really, really important. So, Anon, well, we kind of know who you are, but Anon, someone is like, yes, you get character development. Yes, it builds character. Anon says, apparently you have someone. You have someone you have a crush on. I say go for it. Like, how should I say this? If it's heartbreak you're scared of, it's not like I don't get it. Heartbreak sucks. But you'll also get over it. You'll also go, wait, let me a sec. To be honest though, I feel like I'm too young to be already choosing my date. Sometimes I feel like when I look back at my previous crushes, it's just infatuation. But truly, love is hard for me. Well, first of all, we actually don't really know. And don't tell us. You don't want to, just don't tell us personal information. But we don't actually know Anon's age here. However, I would say, you don't really know whether this is love or infatuation until you actually get into that relationship. Until you get into that relationship, you'll never know. And like, I think that's worse. Just sitting down, just being like, was that love? Was that infatuation? But never knowing it? I think that's even worse. So girl, go get some. Girl, go get some, okay? Feel free. It's not like you're gonna just... Look, breakups happen, but also love happens. One of my favorite songs in one of my favorite Korean songs, actually. I think I mentioned this, right? Jannabi is one of my favorite artists, and one of their songs, I don't know the exact lyrics because it's in Korean, but something on the lines of, when breakup happens, let's not be so quick to turn our backs to each other, but rather let's say goodbyes, very nicely, and wait for the next time the sun arises. It's something like that. Yeah, for lovers who hesitate. There you go. Yes, go listen to that song. It's a great song. It's a fantastic song. Okay. 주저하는 연인들을 위하여, for Koreans. Yes. So yes. So basically, I keep repeating myself, but go for it if you really like. Ah, you're Christian. I see. Some ethical standards I want my partner to have. You should, I have a bunch of Christian friends. And what they do is they try to stick with Christian partners. They date someone who is Christian, who have similar, if not even stronger beliefs. And I think that works out. My friend is Christian, and you know, he's having a great time. he's dating someone right now. In fact, I think he dated like what 5 people now. So you'll be fine, okay? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Give it a try. Give it a try. And from what I understand, Christianity doesn't necessarily stop you from having relationships, right? It's just somewhat relatively, you know, they have some mixed ideas about intercourse, I believe. But, you know, I mean, we're all adults. Intercourse, yes. Sex. So, you know, just, you know, don't hold back. Go ahead. Slay, girl, slay! Alright. Gamba, gamba, okay? Good luck. And moving on to the next marshmallow. Slay, princess, slay! I actually don't have... Wait, oh, these are all... Ooh, One sec. These are... I don't have... Wait, where did I put my... Huh. Where did I put my other... Huh? Where did I put my other marshmallows? Wait, one sec. Villions? Villion? Can a Villion bring me my papers? Villions? Do you know where my papers are? Oh! Hey, that's a good Villion. That's a good Villion. Ah, thank you. Thank you for my marshmallows. Thank you. Alright. That's a good Villion. That's a good Villion. You know what? Just for that, I'll let you stay right there. Right there. Alright. Next, marshmallow. Thanks to the Villions. Hi, Kaicho. I mean, Dr. Bear. I love your radio stream because it helps me get better at expressing myself through words. For this topic, it's about my friendship with one of my friend circles. Okay, my friend circle. Recently, I feel left out because they all got into a game they really loved, but I'm the only one not interested in it. Oh, I feel that. Oh, brother or sister, I don't know. Anon, I feel that. God, they'll always talk about it most of the time and try to get me into it. So I give it a try, but it clearly wasn't my cup of tea, and I don't want to force myself to play it. Though, I'm happy to be a listener. They talk about that game passionately. It's just, I feel guilty not being able to enjoy things they mainly love and join them. They were one of the first group of online friends I have, so they hold a special place in my heart. Well, we will still talk about other stuff sometimes, but I just hope that my friendship with them will stay the same and they won't think of me differently. As usually, we got into various things together, but not this time, and I feel bad. Alright. Let me first say something. I can't count the number of times I tried to join a friend group or tried to join new friends, but their focus was on sports, and I just do not care about sports. Like, there was a group I tried to, you know, be friends with, but then they suddenly started talking about this, like, I don't know, football or something, and I'm like, I don't care. Have you, I don't know, heard about Genshin Impact? You know, I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of sports. The only thing I watch is the World Cup, and you know, that's honestly probably the only the limit of sports that I got into. So I feel you. But however, here's the difference though. You. Oh, interesting. You, my good friend, have the very good perk in that you're not trying to make new friends. These people are already your friends, okay? Now, I get it though. I do get it though. You know, you don't like playing the game, and they talk about the game, so it's kind of annoying. You kind of feel left out. You kind of want to join in. You kind of feel guilty. There are 2 ways of going about this. One, and I think someone wrote this in chat too. Even if you don't like playing the game, you could still try to learn about the game. You know, maybe watch some videos online. Maybe if there's like lore behind the game, maybe try to read into the lore. There is different ways of you trying to get into the game and, you know, get into the discussion without actually playing the game. In fact, that happened to me already. Let me just try to give up a fake example. Like my friends, let's say they all play I I don't know, like, I don't know. Well, give me a game. Oh my god. Getting over it. they all like playing Getting Over It, right? And they're all like, man, the way the pot changes color when it's gold and stuff, and like, oh, like, do you remember the iceberg level? It's like, yeah, dude, I love the iceberg level. It's so annoying. It's like, yeah, but when you go up into the space, like, yeah, and I'm just like, I tried the game and I hated every single second of it, right? I hated every single second of it. However, that doesn't mean I can't watch videos of it, right? I still watch videos of it and I enjoy watching people mold. It's probably why you guys watch me. But you know, I could still get into the game. I still like understand what it means to have like a pot and stuff like that. You know, I understand why people hate it, why people love it. I can still talk about it. So that is definitely an option. And the second option is maybe try to bring the topic yourself. If it seems like this game topic thing is gonna be a long-term thing, then maybe you should try bringing a topic yourself. Maybe you know, be like I don't know, like your favorite drink, your favorite food. Try to bring up some topic yourself and talk about that topic. Maybe try to control the conversation in your way. But I think though, the most important thing you need to understand is that I don't feel like these friends are people who will just leave you just because they're focusing on a certain game. Friends in general don't do that. I guess though, they are, you know, technically online friends, so maybe they do have a little more willingness to just jump ship. But you know, if they do, then frankly speaking, I don't know if they're really worth it to be friends. Look, you guys were connected for a reason. Anon specifically said that because usually we got into various things together, and there will be misses. How can everyone like the same thing all the time? There will be misses, and frankly speaking, there might have been times where one of your friends in that friend group actually didn't like what was going on, but still tried to just kind of go along with it. It's possible. It's possible. So just don't be afraid. You know, definitely don't feel guilty about it. I don't think that's a good feeling. You know, just try to get into it if you can. If you can't, then maybe try to change the topic, or you know, just kind of settle with it, wait for it, because I'm sure there's gonna be something up that pops up, and you'll feel a lot more comfortable talking about it. So don't worry. Don't worry. And also, maybe do bring it up to them. Maybe be like, I'm a little worried about this one, but you know, if you feel comfortable with it, yeah, bring it up. Be like, you know, guys, I know you guys are really passionate about the game, but I just really don't care about it. Do you think we could, you know, talk about something else? You could give it a try. You could give it a try. Doesn't hurt to try. Well, it could hurt to try if they're not really close. Okay, that's the only thing. It could hurt to try if you're not very close with them. They might be like, oh, we're not gonna hang out with you. However, if you feel comfortable with them, give it a try, give it a go. And frankly speaking, if they're not willing to take into your wishes and your thoughts, if you say that and they're like, oh, we don't care, then you know, frankly, I don't know if they really deserve you. I don't think they would. I don't think they really deserve you. If you brought it up and they're like, oh, I don't care, we're gonna still talk about it, then they don't deserve you. They don't deserve you. Okay. Gamba. I know it's a little stressful. I know it's hard. A lot of us has been through it. Just know that this is not like a you problem. This is a very common problem. Many people go through it. So you got this, okay? But see, this is what I loved about this stream. This marshmallow set this time. So much of it was so relatable. So relatable. Caliban, thank you so much for the super. Me when all my friends play League of Legends. I actually, oh, you know what? The thing is, I was trying to hide it, but yes, it was actually that. You know, I honestly, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I had a friend group and everyone played League. I hated League with a passion. I was into it. Like maybe like when I was like younger, but like now, like I just think it's a completely toxic game. So when my friends were all playing League, I'm like, go ahead. I'll watch YouTube. I'll watch YouTube. Go ahead. Go have fun. You know. I played it for like a year or two, and I was actually pretty intense about it. But then I realized, you know, maybe not anymore. But me though, at that time though, you know, I still watched like the league what do you call those? The League World Cups. What do you call those? The League Championships, I think. I still watch those. Worlds, there you go. League Worlds, yeah. Or I mean, I still know what the characters are. I had my favorite characters. I tried to figure out my favorite characters from Yoast, Jinx, and Vi. Absolutely beautiful characters, I think. Totally not because of Arcane. So yeah, you know, you just adapt. You just adapt. Next marshmallow. Hello, Kaicho. I have a friend. Are you showing off? We have been friends for about 6 years. But recently I felt something wrong. Uh-oh, not again. In these years, my friend talks about her conflict with her other friends a lot. And I found that I really don't like this and don't want to tolerate this anymore. I realized that my points of views about many things are so different to hers, especially her friends. In my opinion, I think that we should always respect others' friendships and choices. Therefore, I don't want to interfere with them. I have tried to just focus on the interactions between me and my friend, but my friend still talks. Keeps talking. Stupid friend! Sorry, that was me. Talking about her interpersonal relationships. And I feel so exhausted now. I'm thinking about letting go of our friendship. I see. Really looking forward to Kaiju's opinions. Thank you for always responding to the questions with your kindness and wisdom. Okay, I see. Well, this is actually a very serious topic. Alright. Okay, yeah. So for the first part, I think this is kind of a two-part question. Oh, Tetsis, thank you so much for the 10 bucks. Thank you. I think this is kind of a two-part question. The first part is that your views are different from your friends. Your point of views about what friendships are different from your friends. It seems like I'm probably totally wrong, but as an example, maybe you think that no matter what, friends should be friends. You shouldn't backtalk behind your friends, right? Backtalk about your friends. Don't shit talk about them behind their backs. And maybe, you know, your friend seems to be very much comfortable talking to you about how terrible her friends are. So yeah, I mean, if you have that, you know, what do you call it? That break, I guess. That clash. That's not good. That's really not good. Unfortunate. However, that's also very possible. In fact, that's very common. In fact, if you found a person who shared all of your viewpoints as a friend, then first of all, congratulations. But secondly, make sure they're not imaginary. Because I can guarantee you, it's going to be very difficult to find someone who matches every single one of your viewpoints, right? So at least on that, it's fine. It's okay. But the problem is, this friend of yours is constantly bringing it in front of your face that, you know, she has some problems with her friends, and you don't like that. You don't like not only that she's bringing all of this to you, but also you don't agree with her facts, and she's constantly bringing it up to you. And that's not good. That's not good. So I think this is kind of similar to the previous. My answer is kind of similar to the previous marshmallow. Then we'll want to try bringing it up. Sit down with her. Be like, hey. Let's talk. And be like, you know, just bring up your concerns. Be like, not a really big fan of you bringing up your interpersonal relationships with me. I appreciate you bringing it to me. You know, obviously you trust me enough to talk about them to me, but I would rather us talk about something else, maybe have some fun and stuff like that. Frankly speaking, it makes me a little uncomfortable that you bring up these to me. Maybe don't really specify that, you know, like, my viewpoint is different from yours. You know, you could bring it up, but it's a little more dangerous. Maybe you don't have to bring that up. There's another way, you know, just be like, I'm not really comfortable with you talking about your friends with me. I would rather us kind of, when we talk, I would rather us just talk about us. Have it kind of be our thing, you know? Come on, pal. Come on, buddy. All right? Yeah? Won't you take a poor sinner's hand? God, you're ready. Okay. Yeah. So that is definitely a way, and I think that's actually probably the most healthy solution. Honestly, the most healthy solution. If they say no to that, then she doesn't deserve you. Hmm? If they say no to that, she doesn't deserve you. Simple. Simple. That's all it is. Second option is just bearing with it. And I hate that option. Disgusting option. Absolutely disgusting option. Don't bear with it. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. That's just absolutely terrible idea. Wow, does this age me? There's a content creator that I actually really like. I was a huge StarCraft fan, and which you know from AW. And one of a content creator of StarCraft 2, this guy called Day9. It's probably has more of a male audience, so I don't know if you guys know about him. There's this dude called Day9. I'm a chubby dude, but very nice. And his outlook in life is this: only surround yourself with people who you want to surround yourself with. And I'm like, bro, that's rad. Bro, that's based. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Obviously in life, that's not easy. You'll often be surrounded with people you don't want to talk with. It's gonna happen. However, if you can, yeah, surround yourself with people who actually care about you, who you actually like spending time with. And frankly speaking, that's probably like the secret to having a good life. Honestly speaking, like, is it practical? Maybe not. But frankly speaking, that's probably, yeah, like the best way to have like a happy life. Honestly. So definitely bring it up. If you don't like it anymore, definitely bring it up. You could definitely try to let it slide. Personalities difference. You know, personalities differ between person and person. You could try to let it slide. But if it's so much so that you're willing to lose your friend for this, bring it up first before you drop the hatchet. Drop the hatchet? Is that the word? Yeah. Try to bury the hatchet first, but if they're not willing to, drop it and leave. Is what I would say. Gamba. Yeah, drop that hatchet and then just leave. Walk out the stadium. Walk out the stage. Alright, it's about 50 minutes in. How's everyone doing? Is everyone doing well? Is everyone eating snacks, by the way? Are you guys eating snacks right now? You guys drinking stuff? You guys eating stuff? Honestly, obviously this radio stream is trying to be as comforting as possible. So hopefully you guys are on in a very comforting position right now. Some had noodles, some had chocolate. 4D gummies, what the heck is that? Boba, oh, that's based. Speaking of, I actually ordered boba. Hopefully it's coming soon, we'll see. Oh, you're at work, that's fine. Well, it's okay, well, I'm happy that you tuned in. Ice cream, water. Ooh. Eating rice. Well, all in all, hope you guys are having a comfortable stream. And if you're not, if you're in work, you're sick or whatnot, hopefully my stream is helping you just a tad. Actually, let me refill my... Alright. Next, marshmallow. Hi, Kaicho. Hey, how you doing? I have a boyfriend over 5 years. Any letter that starts with I have a boyfriend / girlfriend for over 5 years usually does not end well. I have a boyfriend for over 5 years usually does not end well. but okay, good. Pretty long relationship. That's pretty good. And he may be the only one person who would stay with me until death coming. Dang. Wow. He must really love you a lot. Damn. Alright. So what's the problem then? Imagine if like Anon would just said that and just like said, yeah, I just wanted to show off. See ya. But like, damn son. Sick burn. Alright, reading on. he is a nerd and really bad at socializing, which is totally my type. Oh my god, Anon, what the heck? Like, best girl. Best waifu. I could, wow, okay, that's solid, yeah. So far, everything I was expecting has been breaking. Okay, we'll see. But, here we go. Here's the tea. But recently, I started to mold easily and feel that it's a little broken. Let me see. Feel that I'm done with our relationship. Since he usually requests the objective, well-organized talk, even when we're quarreling. If I were losing my mind, I only want to demand him to be a good and quiet boy in front of me. It's too hard to calm down. Do you have any suggestion about how to do a calm debate or publish an essay during malting? Or just it's her words, or it could be he. I think it's her though. Her words, not mine. Just fucking let it go. Thank you. From a Villion whose white fur isn't inborn, but caused by molding oftenly. Alright, well, thank you, Anon. Thank you, Anon. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be as honest as possible with you, Anon, because I feel like honesty is probably one of the better ways of giving you some good advice. Okay, so hear me out. First of all, I hear you. Because I am also kind of the type with my ex, and partially the reason why we fought, and partially the reason why we broke up was because I was exactly like your boyfriends. Not that I'm your boyfriend, don't take it the wrong way, but I was exactly like your boyfriend in the sense that when I fight, I try to be calm-headed. I try to be level-headed, try to understand what's going on, and try to be objective. I knew chat was gonna explode from that, but I knew chat was gonna explode from that. Anyway, but the thing is, and I'm generalizing here, but I do think men tend to be a little more objective than females. Just a tad. Not everyone. I'm not saying everyone is, but from my experience, men tend to be a little more objective when fighting than women are. And I can't say why. I don't know. Maybe it's because like our social, I really don't know. Like the way society views us. I don't know. But because of that, I think the reason why your boyfriend is trying to be well organized, and trying to be calm when talking, trying to be, request the objective is because he wants to find a solution. He wants to find a solution to why you're fighting. Let's say you're fighting about, say, putting the toilet seat down, right? Like, I've actually been like trained somehow by my parents to be polite always. So I always put the toilet seat down. After, like, I put it up, then I do my business, then I put it down. If every time I visit, like, like a house that has a female in it, I don't know. It's just politeness, I guess. But let's say, for instance, you guys have a fight. You're like, boyfriend, I told you to leave the toilet seat up, huh? Why are you... Or sorry, no, what? No, boyfriend, I told you to put the toilet seat down after you're finished. Why do you have to make me always, put it down? Like, it's disgusting. And then the boyfriend will be like, well, girlfriend, well, I don't get why I have to be the one to put it down when, you could just put it down yourself. And, like, maybe it's like some sort of weird fight, like, or like boyfriend's like, like, I just forgot this one time. Why do you have to be so mad about it, Maybe the boyfriend's trying to find the reason why. And, tell me if I'm wrong about this, but tell me if you agree with me as well. I think in this situation, what the guy would do would be like, well, why is my girlfriend mad about this, right? Trying to be like all big brain. It was like, well, if my girlfriend's mad about this, but I also feel strongly about putting the toilet seat up for whatever reason. Maybe I sometimes, you know, walk in the toilet blindly, and because the toilet seat's down, I make a mess. I don't know. I See, I feel strongly about this, right? So what can we do to balance this out? It's probably what the boyfriend is thinking. Probably. Now, what the girlfriend is thinking is probably more on the lines of, why can't he just do this simple task? I'm not asking this guy to like make $1 million for me or buy me an Hermes bag. I just asking him to put down the toilet seats. What is wrong with this man? Right? Yeah. Okay. I think see. So to me, that's the difference between guy and girl, and especially I feel like that's what's going on with the Anon situation. So here's the thing. What worked for me in my past relationship was that every time the girl, number one, pull the tear cards, which is like, I'm like, damn. Oh, if you start crying, I've become suddenly a serial killer. Like I'm basically the absolute evil of all this world. I'm so sorry. Like, you know, like it's over. Okay, it's over. It's game over for me. Or if she actually, and this is what I'm suggesting. I'm not suggesting bring the tear card, because honestly, I was never a big fan of that. What I'm suggesting is bring it up to your guy. Bring it up to your guy, be like, you know, like the reason I'm mad about you not putting down the toilet seat is not because you forgot about it, or it's not because, you know, we have like different beliefs or anything. I'm mad because this feels like something so simple, and if you truly loved me, this seems like something you would be able to do for me. And trust me, for any logical, objective guy, the guy would think of this and be like, fuck, that's fair. Fuck, that's that. All right, well, you know what? That's fair. He might not like it 100%. He might still be like, wow, well, she's obviously I love you, but why do I have to like? I've loved you and like I've showed you over these past 5 years. I showed different different ways of doing it. But you know, the guy honestly would be more or less willing to be like, all right, fine. Especially if it's something as small as putting down the toilet seat. If it's something a little bigger, you might have to do a little more convincing, 100%. But, Anon, please, for the love of all boyfriends in this world, don't ever say, I want to demand him to be a good and quiet boy in front of me. I get it. I get where you're coming from. It's not where I don't get where you're coming from. You just want him to shut up and just listen to you. I get it. But don't actually like say that, right? How should I say this? Like in any healthy relationship, you should never try to be controlling. Actually, let me pull this up. There's something I actually learned at school. Yes, here we go. I think this is important. Wensing, thank you so much for the 10 gifts. Thank you. There are 4, and this is actually kind of good to know. I think this is very true. It's very true. There are 4 horsemen. You guys know the whole 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, like death, I think famine, war, all that stuff, right? There are the 4 horsemen of relationships. 1, criticism. Never criticize your partner. And what I mean by this is don't be like, I'm not saying like you can't be mad at like something they did. Like if they didn't put down the toilet seat, you could be mad at the fact that they didn't put down the toilet seat. But you can't be like, you are the kind of person who will never put down the toilet seat. Like, don't make it about them. Never make it about them. make it about something they did and ask them to fix it. The moment you make it about them, like, what can I do? I'm just the kind of person who, you know, feels strongly about putting toilet seats up or something, you know? This is a really bad example, by the way, but just you get the idea, okay? Never hate them. Hate what they've done. Hate their actions, but don't hate the person. Because the moment you start hating the person, then honestly, for you, I mean, starting for you, you probably won't look at that person in the nice, kind light ever again. But for that person, like, they're in like a pickle too. Like, they can't really do anything about it, right? It's over. Like, it's like you're asking them not to change the way they do something, but more like change themselves. And that's really just too much. Never in a healthy relationship should you expect a person to, like, they could try to change for you, but never expect them to change for you. And more importantly, don't control them as for them to change for you. That's never good. That's never a good sign. And there's 3 other more. I could get to them if you want. Contempt, which is essentially hating that person. Never, don't hate your lover. Like, that's kind of defeats the purpose of, you know, being a lover, right? Another one is defensiveness. Defensiveness is being like, if someone, you know, criticizes your actions, right? Let's say, let's give a different example, right? Let's say someone told me, Kaicha, you eat too many sweets. You gotta stop eating sweets. I'll be like, it's not like I don't eat a lot of sweets. I don't know what you're talking about. You always do this to me. Don't be like that. As much as it is easy to be defensive about things, try to put your defenses down. Try to put your defenses down and try to listen to them. Try to listen to where they're coming from, right? And the last one is stonewalling. And I think this one is very important. Stonewalling is basically when a fight happens, you just walk away. Or you're just not available. You're just not available to talk. If you need to cool down, sure, that makes sense. You could walk away, you'd be like, you know, I need to cool down, just give me a moment to cool down. You know, that's fine. Sometimes cooling down and talking, I think honestly that's a very, very what do you call it? Undervalued, I guess. Yeah, undervalued way of coping or like, you know, fixing problems, right? But if you just were unwilling completely to talk and discuss, just blocking off communication entirely, what I hate the most, especially is like, say, like in long distance relationships, my friends would be like, I was talking to my girlfriend and she just won't respond, just leaves me on hold. I hate that. I hate that. Like, if you guys are having a fight, then fight it out. Don't be like, oh, no. He doesn't deserve a response. Like, oh. That's just too painful, okay? Just never do that. Alright, sorry, I went on a tangent. Essentially, Onan, my advice for you is communicate your frustration, but don't be too controlling, is all I would say. Yeah, I hate it when people ghost you. It's the absolute worst, honestly. Yuki-sama says, hi Kaicha, I tried regular milk tea from a new place. Which flavor are you getting? I really like going to new milk tea places, 100%. Like, I like trying out new places. I think it's the funnest thing. But for me though, I usually... Oh, the one I got this time was my favorites. Dirty brown sugar. Yeah. Alright. I think someone in chat was like, it takes me a few days to cool down. That's fine. I guess that's fine. But let them know that you're cooling down at least. At least let them know what you're doing. And like, also low-key, if it takes you a couple days to cool down, it's not like I don't understand. But that doesn't mean you should cut out like all conversation. Like, I just don't think it's very nice or even respectful to your partner to just cut off communication completely, I guess. I don't know. That's just me. And I should have probably said this a lot earlier, but there is definitely a disclaimer I want to say. I'm not a real doctor, let alone a real love doctor. So take all my advice as a grain of salt. Just consider it as a person giving their opinion to you. But there's no reason for you to live by it. I know, shocker, right? What? This man who has this monocle and this paper and this amazing setup and all these villains behind him is not an actual doctor? I know, I'm sorry. Didn't get my PhD, I'm sorry. I know it's a shocker, Nani? Alright, next letter. Good evening, Mr. Vermillion. Damn! Mr. Vermillion. I like that. And in case you read this, thank you for your time. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you for sending it. I would just like to ask, would you say it is normal? Oh, I remember this. There's a reason why I chose this. You're about to see why. I would just like to ask, would you say it is normal to sort of have a relationship with inanimate objects? I feel like I sort of do with some of Yu-Gi-Oh cards from my childhood. It's weird because I know they are just cardboard, but it almost feels like they watch me grow and change over time. So long and short of it is, would you say it's normal to have a relationship with inanimate objects? It's fine, bro. I have it too. Bro, listen. This is totally not because I was nerding out yesterday, but if you guys caught my stream yesterday, you know how I feel about Yu-Gi-Oh! And let me just say it's absolutely normal. Let me say it's absolutely freaking normal, okay? Alright, so, but two things though. Number one, Anon, don't review yourself if you're in chat. Please don't review yourself because I'm about to say something that might make you look pretty bad. But hopefully you're not in a sexual relationship with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm just gonna say it out. Hopefully this is not a sexual relationship. Is all I'm gonna say. But assuming it's not. but assuming it's not. Listen, the Dark Magician girl is pretty hot. That's true. But okay. But if it's like a sentimental kind of value, you know, like when I was a kid, I actually imagined my cards were real. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I was a dreamer. I was an imaginative kid. I dreamed of having, you know, imaginary cards. I mentioned this back in my old stream, my stream yesterday too. But I had a partner. His name was Chaos Magician. He was a very good guy. And also I made my own like archetype of heroes. You know, like, okay, I'm getting nerdy, I'm sorry. But basically in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's this archetype, a card line called Destiny Heroes, Elemental Heroes, Vision Heroes, whatever. I made my own heroes. It was called something like, I forget, Majestic Heroes, I think. And I had this thing called Majestic Hero, I forget, it was like Runner or something. I think, was it Dasher? I don't know. But basically I always imagined Majestic Hero Dasher. There's this guy who, you know, runs really quickly. Every time I went to school on the school bus, little Dasher would always run by me, okay? Run with me. Dasher will be always running next to the school bus while I'm going to school. I had those moments, all right? I had those moments and it was really fun. Now, when I grew older, yes, I don't have those thoughts as much. However, there was a time when I was opening Yu-Gi-Oh card packs. This is like later on, like this is like way after puberty. I was like, you know, wasn't quite an adult, but you know, I was pretty adultish. I opened a card pack. And this was when, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds was kind of, you know, coming out. It was starting to be a hit. I bought this card pack and out came this card called Red Dragon Archfiend. I think in Japanese it's called Red Demon's Dragon. Red Demon's Dragon. Yeah, there we go. Basically it was a very important card. There's like six dragons. All right, hear me out. I know this is kind of getting confusing, but hear me out. There's 6 dragons in this anime. 6 dragons in this anime, and among them, one of them was Red Dragon Archfiend, and I felt so happy because listen, opening cards from a pack and getting a very special, like getting that one card, the rate is like probably like 1 out of 100. Honestly, it's pretty low. Not to mention it was an ultimate rare. If you guys actually knew what Yu-Gi-Oh, if you guys know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, you guys know ultimate rare is an incredibly rare thing to pull. So yeah, I pulled an ultimate rare super special awesome card and I was so excited. Yeah, it's like, I was so happy. And ever since I built a deck revolving around the Red Dragon Archfiend, I was so happy about it. I was honestly, ever since like for a solid year, I felt a special bond with that card. I felt such a special bond with that card. It felt so nice. I was so happy. In fact, I still have the card somewhere. I just can't find it, but I still have it somewhere. In fact, so yeah. I went on a tangent, I'm sorry. But yes, it is completely normal to have a connection or relationship with your inanimate objects. Absolutely. Just make sure it doesn't awaken anything sexual in you. Next! Marshmallow! Anon says. Oh, alright, first of all, I got a super. Chelsea says, hello there. It's my first time catching a stream live. Hey, well, welcome. It's one of the few streams I'm able to catch at a normal time in the day. It's afternoon right now, so thank you for the stream. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for the super. It goes a long way. Next Marshall. Blazing Silver. Oh my god, I would love that. I mean, what? Burning Soul. Okay, all right. Focus. Stop talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna go ham again, okay? Stop. Every time you talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! I go ham, okay? Cerulean Sky, thank you so much for the 10 gifts. Thank you so much for the 10 gifts. So kind. Really goes a long way. Thank you very much. Absolute plug. Burning Soul. Okay, yeah, I'll shut up. Next, Marshmallow. I have a crush. That's always a good start. I have a crush. Here we go. I like him for about 6 months now. Ooh. And say I did sometimes show my interest in him. But it was either he was too dense. Wait one sec. I'll read that later. But either he was too dense, or he's indirectly, why can't I say this? Indirectly, like directly rejecting me. I got past the talking stage, but one thing that I can't do is to maintain an eye contact. And I don't know if this guy likes me or sometimes, or something, but he loves eye contact when talking. And I can't do it! I'll get flustered and break eye contact whenever we talked. I think the longest eye contact we ever held is like 5 seconds. So I want to ask, how to maintain eye contact with people, or is there some way to communicate with him clearly without having the eye contact? Alright, thank you so much for the marshmallow. I have 2 or 3 things to say about this actually. First thing, men are very dense. It's a fact. Men are dense. Men are super dense. But also, partially it's also the female's fault. And I'll say why. Females sometimes think that they're doing a huge move on a guy. But no matter how much I think about it, even in my perspective, I'm like, huh? Like, I think I was actually watching ooh, maybe, I don't know if I should say this. Ooh, you know, I was watching someone stream, okay? And on that stream, the person was talking about how you know, she was making a lot of moves on a guy. It was a clip. It was actually a clip, not a stream. It was a clip. It's basically she was saying like she was trying to make moves on a guy, but apparently that guy did not understand. She was like, well, I don't understand. I don't understand it. Understand? See, I literally passed by him and said good morning, and then he sat down. Why does he not get it? And I'm like, I think that's called basic human decency, ma'am. I think that's basic human decency, ma'am. I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am. So here's the thing. Honestly, that's not always the case. But there definitely are cases where the girl could be a little more direct. And I think it's actually very helpful. No matter what, I feel like it's very, very helpful for a girl or a guy to be more direct. Whoever likes the other person, listen, it's 2023, all right? It's past the age where the guy has to ask the girl out. Obviously, it'll be cool if they do. But the girl could ask the guy out too, and that's super cool too. In fact, I would even go as far to say that's sexy, all right? It's sexy for a girl to ask out a guy. And for bisexual people, or for people who are, you know, in a gay relationship, it's sexy for a girl to ask a girl out, for a guy to ask a girl out, or for whoever to ask whoever out, okay? It's sexy to ask someone out. Yes. So, here's my advice, Anan. Ask him out. Girl, or girl, it could be a guy, honestly, but ask him out, okay? Ask him out. Maybe he is dense. Maybe your you know, like subtle like movements were not good enough. I don't know. Ask him out. But you know, that's my first advice. Secondly, the eye contact thing. I actually don't really have good advice for this. I like eye contact. For me, when I talk to a person, what I usually do is I kind of do stare into their eyes, because I find that looking into someone's eyes, not often, it's not even for like a romance. It's not even because I want to flirt. It's like if I look into someone's eyes, it's so much easier for me to like understand what they're thinking or what they're saying. Like eye movements and maybe mouth movements, but even especially eye movements, the way the eye moves, it tells so much about a person, I think. How to avoid it? How to avoid being flustered by it? Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Hear me out. This might sound crazy. This might sound crazy, Anan. But maybe don't look into his eyes. I know it's not easy. I'm kind of joking-ish, you know. It's not easy, but maybe focus on something else, right? If you don't want to make eye contact, focus on something else. Maybe focus on his nose, his mouth, his left cheek, his right cheek. Focus on his eyes, focus on the ground. Maybe don't focus on the ground, that's a little rude. But yeah, like look at their nose, look at their mouth. Try to focus on that, but obviously try to focus on what you're saying too, you know? Obviously try to focus on, it's rude to not listen. But if it's try to make a habit of like looking, like not only with him, but just in general with other people, try to make a habit of looking at other places then, you know? Just make sure you don't look at his chest. It's kind of weird. But good luck. You got this. And yes, I understand. Yeah, guys could be a little dense. I'll quickly read the Supas. Amber X, and apparently this person was the and I'm sorry, by the way, I didn't think you would just pop up like this, but thank you, Kaicho. I'm the modding Villion with a nerd boyfriend. This is the one who I was like, don't be controlling. Actually, this problem was solved after we didn't talk for 2 days. Just as you said, he tried to solve the problem. So you guys didn't talk for 2 days. In a sense, it was calming down. It was a cooldown period. Okay, that's pretty good. He tried to solve the problem. Yes, I thought he would be that kind of person. And since then, since the things are unchangeable, personality, the results is one of us just apologize and hug to each other and fighting. This is based on we both know we won't request each other too much and we just temporarily out of control. Thank you again. Congrats. Well, first of all, congratulations. I'm so glad that you and your boyfriend, you know, I was about to say made out. I'm supposed to say like something along the lines of like made it out well or something like that, but I just well maybe you guys did make out, you know, whatever, it's whatever, right? It's okay. It's like made it out okay, or you know, made amends, right? Made amends. And honestly, yeah. Most often than not, and I think this is very important, not just for you, but everyone who wants to be in a relationship or who is in a relationship, it's always important to know your lover most likely, I want to say 100%, but I'm just going to say most likely loves you, okay? And don't doubt that. Because the moment you doubt the love your lover has for you, honestly, that's when the relationship ends, okay? That's when the relationship ends, all right? It's like, it's kind of like this, and this is kind of a different sort of love. But because I know you guys love me, and because of that you guys come and watch me, I'm able to stream and I'm able to bring content in order to bring that, you know, excitement to you guys. If I didn't believe you guys loved me, if I thought you guys came here because I don't know, out of pity, and I'd be a little like, god damn. God damn though. So I think it's kind of like that, you know? Because, and thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for loving me. But yeah, I think that's the idea, you know? If you don't believe that the other person loves you, then damn, that's it. That's game over. Honestly, that's game over, okay? That's honestly. So never doubt that. Never doubt that. Even if you have a suspicion that is not true, try not to doubt it. Try not to doubt it. And that's why the second point is very important. The second point is very important. Because that's true, always realize that every time you have a fight, it's not because the other person hates you. It's not. It's not because the other person just stopped loving you suddenly. It's because you guys have certain differences. And honestly, it's sometimes okay to just accept that. If it's not such like a big thing, just accept it. It's like, okay, we have our differences, hug it out, make out, and call it a day. And listen, the sun rises always, okay? Next day always comes, so you'll be fine. If they're cheating on you, fuck that person. but other than that, okay? Other than that, all right? but well, like if unless they like do something that's so obviously clear that they don't love you anymore, you know, just get the benefit of the doubt, you know, and continue to love that person, let them love you, and have a nice, happy relationship. Although that kind of pisses me off, but be happy, okay? Manya sends a magenta as well. Ver, I'm so glad to hear your voice on your stream again today. Daipan Tasukaru. By the way, when is the stream for the Yu-Gi-Oh lecture by Dr. Bear? I can't wait, big love. Ah, you would like to learn about Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd love to do that. I don't think it'll be a very popular stream, unfortunately. But you know, if you guys really wanted that, I could easily, no problem. I could spend all day just teaching you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Misaki Rivao sends, I kept a stash of my favorite Pokemon cards, but I didn't have a dedicated case for them, so I placed them in the corner of a box. That got invaded by termites. No! Remains were just the card outlines. I'm so sorry to hear that. Damn, termites? God, well, first of all, you have a bug problem. First of all, you have a bug problem, so get to that. Secondly, I'm so sorry. I'm really so sorry. Damn. Well, hopefully you at least kept the outlines or something. Like, it's not about the cardboard, okay? It's about the memories you made with that cardboards. But I'm so sorry to hear that. And Wenting with the 3 hearts, thank you so much for the supas. Thank you. Honestly, it really does go a long way. Thank you so much. Much pain indeed, Kaichon. Yes, we did have the pest control come over, but after damage was done. Sorry to hear that. I always keep my my cards in like. Actually, you know what? I keep my cards in a cardboard box as well, so they kind of do get like different sort of damages. It's not the best, but luckily no bug problems yet. But anyway, damn you, Weevil! Oh, all right. I chose this one also for specific reasons. Next, Marshmallow. Hi there. And this person sent the lip eye emoji. Not sure why. Little Cecilia with the 50 gifts. Oh my god! Thank you so much, Little Cecilia, for continuing a request of making every one of my Villions a member. On your unending quest, apparently, to make every single one of my Villions a member. Thank you so much. An absolute pog move. An absolute pog move by Little Cecilia. Thank you. Yeah, that's really generous. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So on the marshmallow though, hi there, I. So I grew up away from my father because he works abroad, and now when he comes home, I feel kind of weird around him, like he is a stranger, or SMH. Shake my head. Is shake my head really? Okay, hear me out. All right, it's a stranger or shake my head. Oh, it's kind of like it's a stranger or something. I don't know, like this. Or actually, this person might have just tried to write something but just forgot the T. But anyway, and I really don't know what to do. Like, I know it hurts him to see me this distant and cold, but I really don't know how to act or what to do so he can get a little close. We barely see each other once or twice a year for about 2 weeks. Wow. Once or twice a year for 2 weeks. Wow. And it's pretty hard for me to be fully comfortable with him. You read this? Thanks for listening. Love you. Daddy issues are the mark of any protagonist. Yes, you're a protagonist, Lenon. No, but so I chose this because I think this is probably more of the extreme issues of you know, parent and son kind of, or sorry, not son, parent and child, you know, relationships, right? Because I think we all have our fair share of having trouble connecting with our parents. I think, you know, raise of hands, and honestly, I feel like most of us, if not all of us, have this problem where we have a little problem connecting or, you know, being completely open and honest with our parents. I think that's just part of the whole child, like, you know, child-parent experience, honestly. It is rough. It's rough. Yeah, true. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Exactly. Someone in the chat said generational gap. I think that's partially true, but I also feel like it's because both of us are kind of stubborn. I think partially it's because of our stubbornness, just a little. Our parents are stubborn because, you know, they're older than us and they literally created us. So, you know, they're a little stubborn and expecting us to always follow what they say or, you know, feel like they're wiser than us, right? And we, as kids, are a new life and we had our own experiences, so obviously we think we were right. So there's definitely a little clash in that, obviously, yeah. There's a little clash in that. So I feel like, yeah, to an extent, some people might think, and you know what, frankly speaking, maybe even legitimately so, that your parents are just people who created you and they're nothing like you. It's possible. Here's the thing. I think the best way to go through these sort of problems, parents sometimes do this. In fact, my mother, Mama Vermillion, actually did this to me a month back. She scolded me a long time ago. It was my mother's side. So I went to my grandmother's birthday party. I was a kid, and everyone had to sing. Every single family member had to sing. Kid me, especially because I was in puberty, thought that was really not rad, not cool. I was very shy. I was a very shy kid. I was very shy. So I refused to sing. Or more like I wanted to sing. I really did want to sing, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I was just too nervous. Just too shy. There's a lot of people. There's like 30 people in the room, and I, like, as a kid, I barely met them, and I was just very shy. And my mom got really mad at me. Mama Vermillion got really mad at me that day. Now, literally, what, 10, maybe even 15 years passed. 10 to 15 years passed, and Mama Vermillion sends me a text saying, Bear, do you remember that time when I got mad at you during my mother's birthday party? Like your grandmother's birthday party. And I was like, yeah, because honestly, it was traumatic. Not gonna lie, it was a little traumatic. She said, I'm sorry. I don't know what got over me. I don't know why I got so mad. I'm so sorry. And fuck, one sec. So yeah, I mean, I appreciated it. I appreciated it. I said, I'm sorry for not singing. I was dumb. I was a dumb kid. I should have obviously respected your mother. If my kid wouldn't sing for my mom, I would be like, yo, go back to your room and study. You know, I'd be mad too. So, but I think that's the answer. Just complete understanding and honesty. The moment you understand your parents, or the moment your parent understands you. Well, okay, so this is since Anon you're asking this. The moment you understand your father and try to make a genuine, it's important, it has to be a genuine attempt of showing your appreciation for him and apologizing for something you've done in the past. I can guarantee, I really don't see how it won't work. Guarantee that he will appreciate that. And the bond between you and him will definitely grow. And there's so many other ways to do it, honestly, too. There's really, I mean, I get it. You don't feel connected. He works abroad. You meet him like twice a year, maybe even once. But there is so many different ways to show your appreciation for your father. Call him right now. Say, I love you. Thank you so much for all you've done. Send him a gift. Send him a scarf. Send him a glove. It's getting cold some places. Send him a coffee maker. I don't know. Send him a bag of coffee. There's just very different ways of showing appreciation. And honestly, if I were a parent, I don't think there's anything in the world I would value more than my own kid appreciating me. Saying thank you to me. I think I would probably be willing to just go to the afterlife right there. I think so. I personally think so. So yeah, like, you know, like the chat said, it's the little things. It's really the little things that count, and it's really the little things that can make the biggest impact. So, gamba. I think you got this. Just get the courage to do it. You got this. Okay? You'll be fine. You'll do just fine. I know. All right. Next, marshmallow. And sorry if I got a little emotional. Sorry. Doctor is very, very strict. No emotions in the classroom. Being a parent must be very hard. They must make mistakes too. Parents are human too. Parents are also people too. Never forget that. Your parents were also someone else's daughter and son. And never forget that. Daughter and son, you know, but also like sons and daughter. Anyway. Next marshmallow. Hi Kaicho. Hope you are having a good day. I am. Are you? My Villions? I need advice for a problem I have. I have this really close friend. Let's call him A. A has been my friend for a while, and I trust A a lot. We were just really close friends until December, where A... This one? Yeah, okay. Where A started making physical contact with me, such as holding hands and hugging. Which I don't mind, but it's a surprise that they started holding hands and hugging me because before they never done it before. And they only hold hands and hug just me. They also started calling me sayang, which means babe in Indonesian. Me and a couple of my friends Me and a couple of my friends call each other sayang a lot of times, but as a joke. And this sayang feels different to me. I asked my friend for advice, and she told me A has a crush on me. I'm actually fine with it. Oh, wait, okay. I'm actually fine with it. But I'm scared if they confess to me, because I don't feel the same way. I'm scared to reject them because I don't want to ruin my relationship with them. Currently, since I really like being with them. Okay. Alright. This one's tough. This is tough. Okay, so first of all, I don't want to... Okay, wait, actually, I don't know. There's no genders here, right? Alright, so I'm just gonna call your friend. Your friend holding your hand. Well, actually, holding your hand, damn. I was gonna say, your friend hugging you could mean a lot less than you might think. Maybe your friend just really thinks of you as a close friend. Because, I mean, I sometimes hug the people of the opposite gender sometimes. Though usually they're the ones who hug me. I don't know. Like, it's usually... I usually kind of go for like a see ya hand wave. And they're kind of like, no, bring it here. I'm like, okay, I guess. But like... But that's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, it might not mean as much as you might think. Oh, if this is Indonesia, hugging can mean a big deal. Ooh, they're just culture things too. Oh, 쏘까. 그래? 그러면... But I mean, regardless though, I do feel like holding hands could be... Yeah, that's a little... even for me, that's like... Ooh, that's you know, like I guess that's ayo kind of vibes, you know? It's like ayo, whoa kind of vibes, okay? It's very... I feel like personally it's kind of difficult for hand holding to just be purely platonic. And it's apparently hugging is also not exactly like the most platonic thing in Indonesia apparently. So I think your friends are not entirely wrong in thinking that your friend has a crush on you, or at the very least has some affection for you. Now, here are my suggestions. Number 1, put boundaries. If you don't like it, put boundaries. I think it's pretty simple. Put boundaries. Listen. Well, okay, well, hear me out. This is why I think this one's kind of difficult, because Anon actually says she or sorry, I'm just wow, I'm so sorry. I'm estimating. I'm guessing. Anon says that Anon is fine with it, with the whole hugging and holding hands. Actually, Anon actually doesn't have a problem with that. If you do, by the way, put boundaries. Be like, nope, no more hands, no more holding hands, no more hugging. But I think what Anon has a problem with was more because if this friend likes Anon, then Anon is kind of worried. Be like, well, then how do I reject? Because apparently Anon's okay with holding hands and hugging, but I don't think Anon's ready for a relationship because Anon doesn't feel the same way, right? That's what Anon is worried about. So if you're uncomfortable, obviously, with the physical stuff, definitely put boundaries. But if that's not the problem, don't listen. I had a girl who liked me. And I didn't like her back. I know, sad story. The thing is though, it was so obvious that she liked me. It was so freaking obvious because she came up to me asking for Korean lessons. So we would have individual Korean lessons. She didn't have many other friends except for me. And it was so clear that she liked me. In fact, it went on to a point where she came up to me and said, hey, can I show off my Korean my Korean ability with you? I was like, oh yeah, sure, what's up? And I felt it. I felt across my veins, my very nerves, that it was about it. Like I knew exactly what the next words were gonna come from her mouth. It was, you know, it was 사랑해, 사랑해, you know. Who said 라면? Who said 라면? What the fuck? Who said 라면? But yeah. She said 사랑해 to me. It's really cute. It was really cute. If I think about it now, it was she must have been. It was so courageous of her to come up to me and say that. But I was young. This is younger. This is younger Ver. This is younger Vermillion. This was. I'ma just say it. This was before my 20s. Okay, before my 20s. Not only did I reject her, but also I completely disregarded it. And every moment, I regret that so much. It was the most evilest thing I've done, if I think about it. What I did was tell her, yes, that's exactly how you say it. Your Korean is great. And then I left. Holy fuck, what a trash being Vermillion was. Jesus. Like that's... And listen, chat, you could say it too. Like, you know, fuck, that was fucking evil, okay? That was savage. That was disgusting. That was an absolute disgusting thing, okay? So I want to say this to Anon. Don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. Don't be like younger me, who was just, I don't know, complete trash, honestly. Yeah, I did. I completely broke the person's soul. So that's what I wanted to say. Listen. I think you're kind of in the similar situation as me. You're in a similar, you kind of know this Anon, or sorry, your friend likes you. But you don't want to reject. You're scared to reject. Because the reason why young Ver did that was because young Ver was scared to reject. He didn't know what it meant to say no. He was scared to say no. So what he did was just leave. And just kind of toss it off in hopes that it would just maintain their friendship. That is a big misunderstanding. Yes. Don't ignore. If it ever comes to a point where your friend asks you out, please don't ignore. Please don't talk. Please don't laugh it off. Be like, ha ha ha, ayo, that's funny. Oh, so funny. Ayo, why are you joking like that? Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? It's completely okay. In fact, I would even go as far to say it's freaking normal to say no, thank you so much, but no, I'm sorry. Yes, it would hurt your friend a little. Sure, it might. But it's so much better than trying to do something else with it. Just be like, thank you so much. I am very, very happy that you said that. In fact, it's so kind of you, but no, I'm so sorry. But no, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I appreciate that, but I'm sorry, I can't be with you. I don't think of you that way. I'm so sorry. And I'll be honest, the guy would feel a lot better. Let me tell you a similar story. Let me tell you something else that happened to me. I'm hopefully just, you know, whatever. I asked the girl out as well. I liked the girl for a long time. I asked her out. And guess what she said to me? Guess what she said to me? Damn. Wow, the more I think about it, I was like, damn. She said, no, if it was no, it would have been fine. If she said no, I'm sorry, I would have been a lot better. She said, when did this begin? When did you start having these feelings? As though she was like my psychiatrist, as though she was counseling me, as though my feelings was supposedly wrong. Right? And I get it. I guess in her perspective, she wanted to, you know, keep things, you know, nice. Maybe it would help us being friends or something. I don't know. But like, I don't know. Oh, some people are like, I guess she's curious. Maybe, except after, like, you don't ask about, don't be like, oh, when did this start? Oh, by the way, the answer is no. Like, don't be like that, you know? Because that's basically what it was. How come it never, like, sure, I get it. Maybe she was like, you know, how come it never knows? Like, when did this begin? Oh my god. But don't say that before saying no. If it was from there and then said, well, yeah, great, then like, sure. But like, if she said no first, I'm so sorry, and then was kind of like, honestly, okay, hear me out. Also, I feel like she should, if that were the case, she definitely shouldn't have said that after saying no either. She should say it like maybe later on in the future, okay? In the future, be like, so, hey, you remember that time when you liked me? Yeah, when did that start? That'll be fine. Don't be on the same day, be like, no, sorry, by the way, when did that start? I'm like, ah! I don't want to talk about this anymore. You know? Rejection is hard. Rejection sucks. Let the person process the rejection first. And then after that, you could try to make amends or maybe ask questions, whatever. But no matter what, be clear with the person, okay? Yeah, rejection to interrogation. Yeah, I don't like you, by the way. Yeah, it's not a very. And listen, everyone in chat, there's a few people in chat who are saying like, oh, I did that too. Oh my god, I did that too. It's fine, okay? I think what's important, and the reason why I do this radio stream, and the reason why I opened up these marshmallows is because I want us to be better. You know, it's basically the thing I said in the start of the stream. I want to be better. I want all of us to be better. Learn from our mistakes and be better. Okay? We can grow from it. As long as you don't do it next time, it's fine. That's what matters, okay? Ganba. And thank you so much for sharing. Ooh, this one. How many do I have left? I actually have... I have a few left. Alright. Let's see. Next stream... Or not next stream, sorry. Next... what do you call this? Letter. Marshmallow. Don't look at me like the kaicho... Or not kaicho. Shut up! Everyone shut up! Everyone just... Next. Marshmallow. It was written in Chinese, actually. Written in Chinese, but this person was kind enough to translate it all. So this was run for a translator, so it might be a little scuff, but we'll see. I have encountered some problems, and I don't know what to do. Nah, don't we all? Don't we all, Anon? Don't we all, Anon? Story of my life. I have encountered some problems, and I don't know what to do. Yo, me? Same. My personality makes me refuse others because I don't understand. So if I have classmates at school... Wait. Oh, I see. My personality makes it hard for me to refuse others. Problems is very best friends. What do you want, Koto? Great. What do you want? How are your abs after your ring feed stream, huh? How are you feeling? How do you feel the burn, huh? Thanks for coming, Paito. Where was I? Ah, yes. So I think what Non is saying is, I have encountered some problems and I don't know what to do. My personality makes it hard for me to refuse others. So if I have classmates at school, I just won't refuse them. They take it for granted over time. If I show a little opposition, they will use, and I'm not entirely sure what this means, but I think what they mean. So the translator says they will use cold violence against me. Now I'll get back to that, okay? Or when I fail to meet the requirements, I will be subjected to verbal violence. So in the end, I always compromise with their requests. I think I'm so tired of living like this. Maybe you can tell me how to do it. All right. So first of all, I think hopefully the translation was wrong and it's actually more like cold treatment. You know, like turning your cold shoulder away. If like you don't do nice things to them, they're like, oh, all right, okay, and they just stop talking to you. I would prefer that than like actual violence, because that is a whole different problem. I'll get to both of them. First of all, fuck them. Fuck him. Fuck him. I get your concern. I understand. I do understand. It's just, God, your classmates, man, or lady, or just I just use man just in general, but I don't like your classmates, okay? If I knew you personally, I would go to the school and give them a piece of my mind, okay? Yes, you deserve better. And okay, here's the thing. I also kind of know what you mean, because back in elementary school, I was kind of like you. I was a bullyable kid. I guess I'm still kind of bullyable, but back in the days, I was also a people pleaser. I tried, my best to be funny, because I always wanted attention. I wanted to be nice to people because I didn't want them to hate me, stuff like that. But my God, is that tiring. And Anon, when you say, maybe you can tell me how to do it, am I telling you to stop doing it? I'm sorry. There is no better way for me to say this. Don't do it. It's gonna hurt you more than you think. If you try to keep pleasing people, if you try to keep focusing your life and energy to pleasing others, it's gonna hurt you so much more than you might expect. Right now, it might just be tiring. Later on, your ego, your complete character is just gonna be a bullyable person who just simply cannot stand up for themselves. You ever watch Back to the Future? Ever watch Back to the Future? Yo, if that dad wasn't able to beat up Biff, or what's his name, like Biff, Jiff, Biff. Anyway, if that father wasn't able to beat up that bully, there would have been no kid. No Marty McFly, okay? No Marty McFly, alright? You gotta stand up for yourself. I'm not saying that you need to necessarily fight them. I'm not saying you necessarily need to confront them. But don't feel bad for not doing things for them. If they're using verbal violence, go to a teacher. 100% go to a teacher. Talk to your parents about it. It's not something to be shameful about if you're being bullied. Don't be like, oh no, I'm being bullied. Oh, I should not tell this to people. Or like, if I tell this, wouldn't it get worse? But it's so much better than trying to keep it to yourself. Okay? Don't let them treat you like that. You, my Villion, are so much more than that. Okay? Have confidence in yourself. Realize that you're a much better person than that. Much more important. You deserve so much more than that, okay? Don't let them treat you like that, okay? Try to find some happiness in your life. I think the biggest thing though is, and this is the biggest thing. One of the main reasons why I, for instance, wasn't able to like stop pleasing other people was because I was scared that I was gonna be alone. I was scared that no one would like me anymore, right? That's the case. Try to find some other happiness. It's okay, because it seems like to me that the fact that you have to do this is, I'm gonna assume you're on the younger side, maybe like middle school, maybe high school at most. Try to find something else that brings you happiness. For me, guess what? For me, you know what it was? Yu-Gi-Oh, Maple Story, just video games, or reading books. Honestly, reading books is actually kind of a big thing for me too. I found fun and happiness in something else. It doesn't have to be with other people when those other people are fucking crap. And having been said, I also highly doubt that everyone is like them. I'm sure you'll be able to meet people who actually respect you, okay? I'm so sorry that you have to go through this. And also, I don't know if you really understand what I'm saying. Hopefully you do. Let me translate this. One sec. I got this. You know what? Give me a sec. So you deserve more. Be confident. Find your happiness. Things will get better. 你赢得更多，自信点，找到你的幸福，事情会变得更好。I don't know what that was, but basically, things will get better. Find your happiness, okay? You got this, okay? Gamba. I'm so sorry you're going through this, but you got this. Got this. And now I'm permanently in a frown position. See if I can smile away. That's better. You got this, okay, Anan? You'll be fine. You'll do just fine. I saw your future. You'll do just fine. I think this will be my last one for the stream. Let me see. Which one do I want to do? This one is pretty good too. Oh, you know, actually all of these are pretty similar. Oh, it's actually only these two, and they're actually very similar. So, you know, I'll pump out both. I'll read both, and I'll answer both. How's that? Hi, Kaicho. It's been bothering me for 2 years. Please hear me out. Sorry for my broken English. I had a hard time getting along with my classmates. There are a bunch of kids who are popular, part of a student council, somebody I knew were bullied by them last year. Not XSOLEIL! Not me! Not XSOLEIL or me! Oh god, what? Wait. Huh. So you're saying, wait, okay. There's a bunch of kids that were popular, part of a student council, somebody I knew were bullied by them last year. So the council bullied someone you knew. That kid in the class. Okay. Every day in class, I felt like an outsider because all of them get along beside me. Oh, wait. Oh, so this friend group... I'm understanding now. This friend group is a group filled with popular people who are student council members, who are pretty, and who are bullies. I think that's what Anon means. Somebody I knew were bullied by them last year. So aka they were bullies. That's a disgusting group. Whoo! Every day in class, I felt like an outsider because all of them get along beside me. Every time there was classwork, I don't know what's the word, it really wasn't fun. My opinion wasn't really... My opinion didn't matter, and they only go for their friends' opinions. Although I had a friend outside this class, but I really felt bad about this. School is not fun anymore. I don't know if I should try to be friends with them. I tried, but it's hard. We have nothing in common and they just don't care about me, something like that. And if I should, how do I talk to them? Because my head always draws a blank. Wow, that's such a problem. So you're saying that I think what the problem is that there's this group that's obviously, you know, not exactly the kindest of bunch. The problem is they're the popular group, so everyone in class likes them, and because of that, no one really likes Anon, or at the very least, no one really tries to reach out for Anon. Oof, Jesus, that is hard. I'm gonna be honest. The best I could do is give you what I would do in this situation. I think that's the best I can do. I'm sorry. I don't think I have a solid answer for this. I'm so sorry. But this is what I would do. First of all, I would thank the heavens that I still do have a friend in a different class. And probably, this is honestly just me. But I know it's been bothering you for 2 years, so I don't know. It's probably not the most helpful advice. But I think I would just stick with that one friend and just be happy. And try to find other happinesses in other places. Because, look, Anon, I don't think this is a good group. I don't think this is the group of people you want to join. I don't know. You could try. You could try. I don't think so. I just don't think so. Like, not only do I think it's low-key dangerous even, but also like, you don't have to stoop so low. Okay? The reason I did choose this though was because I also had kind of a similar thing, except I was a little more lucky. So let me tell you my story. Hopefully it helps a little. We also had a cool group. Back in my elementary school, we also had, or middle school, we also had a cool group of kids. This was also very similar. The pretty kids, the kids who played soccer, the relatively handsome kids, I guess, the taller kids, I don't know. That group were, the popular kids were a group of friends. Guess what? They smoked. They went out, they partied. They were kind of a bad group of people. I had my own friends, luckily. They were nerds. They're complete nerds. And honestly, I completely vibed with them. We had fun. I actually had so much fun. However, me being the stupid young kid I am, wanted more. I wanted to be part of that popular group. I wanted to have girlfriends because, okay, the nerdy group kind of was all guys. But anyway, I wanted girlfriends. I wanted to date, you know? I wanted to be cool. I wanted to play soccer and like stuff like that. I literally said to a personal friend of mine, she actually, so this personal friend was actually someone who I helped out a bit. In elementary school, she was very depressed. And I made sure to always make sure she had very difficult family stuff. Basically, her parents divorced. She lived with her mom, and her mom blamed her for not being able to get a boyfriend. So, you know, shitty stuff. So obviously, I tried to help her out as much as possible. And then later on, I also had a concern. I had some problems with my, you know, with the whole friendship stuff. So I reached out to her, saying like, "Listen, I don't know. Listen, T. I really wish I don't have friends. I want to be with the popular kids, you know? I want to be popular too." And what she told me changed my outlook forever. She told me, "Well, don't you have friends?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, yeah, I do, but like, you know, it's not the same." She's like, "I think that is very much disrespectful to your friends. And you should be happy to have friends at all. You should be happy to have friends. Because it's not like you choose someone and they're automatically your friends. It's a two-way thing. You chose them and they chose you. And if you think about it, that's a very rare thing. And it's incredibly unique. If you really think about it, what are the chances that you and your friends went to the same, born in the same country, I guess, went to the same school, and somehow was in a moments that you were able to speak your thoughts and realize that this person was really cool and then you became friends. Do you know how hard it is to make friends? Making friends is so annoying, okay? It's like a 20-step process. And after that, I realized I was completely dumb. I was an absolute idiot, and I realized I needed to appreciate my friends a lot more. Cause listen, if I don't appreciate them, then no, that's not the word. I don't deserve them. There we go. Oh, Koto, you're still here. Yes, actually so true. And that's why, Koto, you and I are friends. Hopefully. I chose you to be my friend, and you most likely chose me to be my friend, or your friend. Yes. Alright, so moving on. But anyway, on. Basically what I want to say... I guess... Anyway, that's basically what I'm trying to say is don't try to go out of your way to like make new friends if you don't feel comfortable with it. Because frankly speaking, in fact, I would even say, frankly speaking, chances are they won't even want to be friends with you, even if you try. Chances are, yeah, that's just a sad truth. Rather, what I would do is I would make important the people I have that is around me, and never, ever disrespect them by not appreciating them, is what I would say. Hopefully that helps. I know, it's a rough situation. It's difficult, I know, but hopefully that helps. Alright, last one. Last letter. Hello there, I am a university student, and I have found someone I like. Congratulations. But we don't see each other very often because we are in different departments. Recently, however, we have been studying and going home together a little more often. Ooh. Also, when I went for a drive with 4 of my friends, we were sitting next to each other. And since we share the same hobbies and favorite things, it was a lot of fun talking with them. I'm thinking of confessing my feelings to him somehow. But I don't know when the time is right. Also, when I think about the possibility of being rejected, I feel that it would be better not to confess my feelings to him. Huh? So I would like to ask you how I should go about it. I would also like to know what kind of words you would throw at me if you were to confess. Wait, did I read that right? I would also like to know what kind of words you would throw at me if you were to confess. Because I thought you would say something sweet and nice. Huh. This seems a little sus. I guess I could try. Let me think. Hey, baby girl. Just kidding. Hey. Listen. It's not very easy for me to say this, but I think I need to say this now. You know what? I'm gonna cut to the chase. I like you more than just as a friend, but in fact, I like you quite a bit. Would you be willing to maybe... No, you know what? Would you go out with me? Baby girl! Hey, baby girl, you lost! Hey, that hand looks heavy. Let me hold it for you. Something like that. I think overall, what I would say is be genuine. Definitely be genuine. Don't try to like do things you wouldn't do. Don't be like, hey girl, or like, hey boy, your wings fall off or some shit like that, you know? Be genuine. I think, especially guys, appreciate genuineness. We do. We really do. As for timing, I know many people do say that like love is timing, and if you think the timing is right, you know, you could definitely try to like, you know, make that timing, or it could come naturally. It's possible. But as long as it's not like completely off, like if it's like if you're like, I don't know, like the classroom, like during class, like actually I don't know, that could be pretty romantic too. But like, you know, just try to just be genuine. And as for timing wise, like in the grand scheme of things, definitely the timing is now, okay? Definitely the timing is now. But I will definitely not undersell the importance of time and place as well. So, you know, just keep that in mind. I mean, for me, I guess it would be nice to maybe ask them on a date first. You know, be like, maybe, hey, do you have some time? Do you want to get some food? And maybe ask them. You're like, you want to go to a museum? Ask them. Want to something like that. I think, yeah. Because in psychology also, there is this thing where they say how, let's say you're on a bridge, on a high-hanging bridge, and then you're like about to fall. You're really scared. And then suddenly someone says that they love you, the chances of you actually falling in love is a lot quicker because you kind of think that you being nervous and your heart beating from you being high up is actually love. I think it's called displacement, I believe. I'm not saying you should like, you know, like abuse that, but it's kind of the idea. That's why mood, location, and timing is important, you know? You don't want to like suddenly ask them out under the blue, but you know, like if the mood is right, if you think the mood is right, go for it. But having been said, make sure that timing, just in time frame, should be sooner than later, because the longer you hold this in, the more unfortunate it's gonna be for you, okay? Ganba. Also, I think on stream someone soup at me, so let me quickly go to that. But yeah, that was The Last of Us. Not sponsored. Hopefully that was fun. Let me take out my monocle. Hopefully that was fun for y'all. Hopefully I got to, you know, some of your pressing relationship questions. Let me quickly check this. Here you go. It was Little Cecilia indeed. Said, Dr. Vermillion, thank you for today's comfy stream. I am a bit down in the dumps this week. Watching a stream and spending time with you really makes my day. Thank you so much and big love for you. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, there's an aqua. Ooh, damn. But quickly, let me quickly read. Snowmira says, Doctor, do you know what's the Villions' favorite pie? It's the Y pie. Because without it, we can't catch our wand, and only there who makes our hearts go bibimbap. That is impressive. That's impressive. Oh, thank you. Risa with the Aka. Thank you so much, Risa. Verhart, thank you for sharing many stories today. You gave us a message before which no matter what your ex says to you, I think Risa meant like ex as in like another person, not like ex as an ex. Another person says to you, you are you. I had kind of a trauma, so you saved me. You're always helping a lot of people. Listen. I'm not. That's very kind of you. They said arigato at the end. That's very kind of you. If I'm, you know, doing good, there's nothing more I could possibly wish for. But really, I'm only a talker, you know? I'm just a prophet. I only speak words. But following those words is up to you, my Villions. And I'm so proud of you if you do. So go get him, okay? Slay, tigers, slay! Linu says, Kaicho, I'm listening to the stream secretly doing work, and I'm holding back my laugh so bad that it hurts, but still thank you for the stream. Thank you for the super. Jay, thanks Kaicho. Actually, I was in a bad mood today because I wasn't feeling well, but your stream really comforted me. I really like your radio stream, which is comfortable and enjoyable. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad you like it too, Jay. Hope you're having a better day. Sengozachu says, I could just sit here listening to you all day, Kaicho. The stream was so fun and wholesome. I enjoy it and take your advice deeply. I appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you too, Sengozachu. Thank you so much for the super. And I appreciate all of you, my Villions. Thank you so much for stopping by to my radio stream. Wunan says, I really enjoyed today's streams. I love you a lot. That's very nice of you. And as I said before, I think I might throw on my... I might do a second round of this just cause there's so many good ones. And I feel like, you know, relationship problems, like not only love, but like, you know, this genuine relationship problems is, you know, it's a pretty serious topic. So I might do another round of this with the current ones I have. I might open it for like maybe a day, but you know, with the current ones I have, I want to also try to go for that as well, if that's okay. Because I had so many. I think this was like, other than the first radio stream I did, this was probably the second most like crazy, you know, like everyone is so excited about it. So I think I'll open it for maybe a day, maybe 2 days, and then I'll close it, and then I'll go with the things that were new and some of the old stuff as well, and pick it up from there. Yes, there will be a part 2 then. Dr. Love will be back. MM says, no context super. Just want to say thank you to you, Kaicho, for being here in DGN and XLA. It means the world to someone who are saved by who you are. Oh, well, that's... Don't make me like... Ayo, you just saying that. Thank you. That's very nice of you. See, Tori sends, thank you for the stream, Kaicho. Remember, we all learn many lessons in life. Yes, we all do. That's very kind. We all learned very many lessons in life. And once we learned very many lessons, and once we get over all the hardships, we will become great. I need to learn more words that has variants. I got it. Wait, one sec. I got it. Once we get over all our hardships and obstacles, we will learn very many lessons, and we will become our best versions of ourselves. Hey! I like that. I like that one. That one. Hey, that one's good. That one's pretty good. All right. Okay, Geraldine Lee, thank you for the super, says, thank you for the fun stream, Kaicho. Always appreciate the solid and wise advice you give, and the happiness and positiveness you spread in the community. Well, thank you very much. I try my best. Alright, if that's it for y'all, I wanna call it a day for now, and tomorrow's stream... Shit, tomorrow's stream is the collab, isn't it? Tomorrow's stream is a Phasmophobia collab with Hex and Zion. I forgot about that. I'll gamba. But we'll see. Alright, well, and regardless though, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the radio stream. Hopefully it helped a little. Maybe just either, you know, maybe you learned some lessons, or you just, you know, made your day a little better. So hopefully I could have helped you in brightening y'all's lives a little. Have a good day. Oh, Frost says, muchas gracias for consultations, Dr. Kaicho. De nada. Muchas gracias, Fra. Have a good day. Have a good night. And remember, always be the best versions of yourselves. My Villions.